Tonight on Retail Nightmares, we take a look at the most entitled Karens of all time. These are moments where these Karens thought that they were more important than average people, and when they don't get their way, they lose it. Now, we have a lot of entitled Karens to get through, so let's jump right into it. Okay, so this park is closed at the moment for health and safety reasons, except this Karen thought she was above the law when she took down the tape and helped herself and her kid into the park. It wasn't long until the authorities showed up to ask this Karen what she was doing, but she was anything but compliant and really tried to stand her ground on the fact that she quite literally removed the tape and gave herself access to the park. The police officer tried to have a chat with this Karen, and that's when this Karen tried to flip the switch and tell the police officer to stand back and maintain social distancing rules when she was the one not following them either. Let's have a look.
How are you?
Good.
Could you not walk so close to me, please?
Oh, I'm not close to you.
Well, I feel that you are.
Yeah, okay, well, you better move backwards then.
I should move backwards?
Yeah.
But you're the one who's walked close up to me.
Yeah, well, this is a public place and I'm walking around checking the place out, okay?
Right, so you're going to be intimidating me. See. Don't you have some sort of 2 metre rule?
Yeah. This place is
So,
closed,
yeah, you're going to be
you
intimidating.
call the police and bring them down?
Hello, Mr. Law Enforcement Officer. I do not believe I'm breaking the law, and if you believe I am, I would require to see that.
Well, it's COVID.
I would require that,
Playgrounds
proof of that.
Playgrounds are closed, so...
Okay, I can see you're an intimidator. What's your name, please?
Excuse me.
Leave my son, please.
Excuse me.
What's your name, please?
My name is Constable Bundle from Brown Bay, and it is.
Can you leave my son alone, please? Yeah, what's your law, please?
Okay, so a group of friends were in line to check out together, and they noticed that the gentleman behind them was really close to them. Now, the gentleman behind them refused to put on his mask correctly, so the people in the group asked him nicely to step back and give them some space. The gentleman, who was way too close to them, took offense to this and told them that he would not move back as he proceeded to move even closer to them. The group and this Karen get into an argument about the situation, and this Karen claims that because he doesn't feel sick, there is no way he could be sick, and that's the reason why, 1, he would not put on his mask correctly, but 2, get even closer to them now that they have noticed that he is quite close to them in an attempt to protest and not do what they say. Let's have a look.
Well, please give us some space. We'd like some space.
That's alright. Don't deal with stupid.
Y'all are 7 foot from that girl up there.
Yeah, but you're like with us.
Foot.
We aren't in the same group.
We're giving her space. You have to give us our space
I'm
too.
not going to argue with you, lady. I'm not moving.
You. Stupid.
Like I said, these masks are a joke anyway.
You think they're a joke? Then you
Okay, we're not telling you to put a mask on. We're telling you to give us space. Whether
I'm
it's the
not
pandemic
going
or not.
anywhere.
Whether
I'm not
it's
sick.
the pandemic or not, we want our
You
space.
said you weren't sick, so
I didn't say anything.
Wait. We just want personal. You keep coming. Like, look how close you are to me, bro. You don't
right
even have
here.
your mask on. That's fine.
Okay,
Give us
let's
some
see if he's
space.
gonna get closer now.
Why?
get on up there and get up.
We don't want to get close to her either. She also has her own personal space. Crazy.
Okay, so this Karen claims that he has a disability that would prevent him from being able to wear a mask, and for this reason he is denied entry into this Trader Joe's. Instead of accepting that he's not allowed into the private business, he claims that this public business is open to the public, and for that reason he believes he should be allowed to go inside of it. The employee tries to talk over the situation with him, but he doesn't want to listen and actually gets quite timid towards the employee over the situation. This goes on for quite some time until the Karen states to the employee that he is going to walk inside of the Trader Joe's whether he is allowed to or not, as he believes he's in the right because of his disability that prevents him from wearing a mask. Let's have a look.
I'm being courteous to you. I don't get this anywhere else I go in Texas. And it is reprehensible behavior to make a child feel like they should be wearing a mask when there's nothing wrong with them. You understand what you're doing to civil rights. Would you turn somebody away for their race or their religion or their beliefs or anything else like that? Would you? Because a medical exemption, a disability is a protected class. A disability is a protected class. So what I'm going to do right now, hopefully you can respect this, is that I'm going to stand in my legal right, which is that if this is a public facility that's open to the public, it is absolutely. You are a private. Could you sell in here if you wanted to as a private business? No. There is federal law. There is federal law. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk into this store and I'm going to shop. And if you would like to call the police to have me removed, you can. But in the interim, this is ridiculous that you were, yeah, absolutely. You have shopped here before.
Yeah, I know.
I have my children with me and I'm being turned away and I'm about to lose it because I don't take them out. And for the one time that I take them out, I'm now being harassed because of my...
Okay, so these guys were following this lady because she actually had something hanging out of her fuel tank and they wanted to let her know. But instead of this lady letting them speak and explain the situation to her, this lady pulled over and confronted them and actually started yelling at them to leave her alone. The gentleman tried to calmly explain the situation, but this Karen is so heated over it that she will not listen to them when literally all they're trying to do is help her because she has a fuel pump hanging out of her door. Let's have a look.
Leave me alone. Why do you keep following me? It's honestly so creepy, and I'm gonna call the cops. Okay?
Ma'am, no.
Because you guys aren't leaving me alone, and that's why women can't go out in the world by themselves. Because of guys like you. What? Okay. So stop following me.
You have, I don't know if you have like a gas. You have a thing hanging out of your car.
What are you talking about?
There's literally a gas hose hanging out of your car. No one's being creeped. Oh, no, thank you. I guess. There's the thank you. That's. Oh, she's what? She's taking it with her.
She doesn't have.
Make sure to get all of it. Wow, dude. You didn't even close the gas cap.
She's out here.
Okay, so this Karen is on the bus and she does not believe in masks, and in other words, she also refuses to wear one. Another lady who was on this bus saw what was going on and actually exposed her for this when she stands in front of her recording her and telling her to put a mask on. The bus driver also tried several times to get this lady to put a mask on, but she just wasn't going to do that, and I guess the bus driver thought it wasn't worth his time to try and get her off the bus, so he just let her on it anyway. This lady stood in front of this Karen, exposing her and belittling her for thinking that she is above the rest and shouldn't have to do what other people do, even when there's quite literally masks that could have been provided for her that she just didn't want to wear. Let's have a look.
But I came because you will go viral today. Ma'am, do you have a mask that you can put on? You don't have a mask on a public bus where there's other masks? Do you think your privilege is going to help you today? This is for the health and safety of everybody on the bus. You don't have a mask and then you have the nerve to be putting on chapstick? You gonna go viral today. The bus driver can't do nothing. We asked you very politely, do you have a mask to put on the bus? Your privilege does not work for you on the Metro bus. Maybe in your Lexus, but not on the Metro bus, ma'am. You should have a mask on. This is for the health and safety of everybody riding this Metro bus. This is unfair for people like you to use your privilege because you don't want to wear a mask.
Okay, so this male Karen is walking around the supermarket without a mask on where they are mandatory and trying to expose the store for trying to make him wear a mask. This Karen sticks out like a sore thumb though because he is the only one refusing to wear a mask even though they are trying to supply him with one. This anti-masker is so entitled and thought he didn't have to wear one and thought that it was illegal for them to ask him to wear a mask where they are literally mandatory. Let's have a look.
Masks will be forced to leave because we're not complying with Goodwill's forcing us to wear a mask. We're not breaking any law. It's not a law.
I think it's very disrespectful.
I think it's disrespectful to ask me to put one on. You want me to put on a mask? That's very disrespectful, ma'am. Well, what if I told you to wear a burqa? Would you do it, ma'am?
Thanks for watching guys, and if you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on.